Tervehdys Samuli tässä Rockwayn studiosta. Meillä on tänään kunnia saada vieraaksemme Misha Mansoor Periphery-bändistä aina Amerikasta saakka. So, nice to have you here, man. Welcome. Yeah, so this is, you're having a gig today in Tavastialla.
Yep.
Club, I think it is the most legendary club in Finland.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's
I didn't know that.
One of the oldest ones, and it's the place where everybody wants to play. And
well, we've played there before, and we've had amazing. Well,
cool.
I think at least once, but maybe twice. But at least once we played there.
Oh,
my memory is really bad, but the last time we were there was amazing.
Cool.
It was it was like one of my favorite shows of that whole tour.
Oh, nice.
So I have high hopes for tonight. They better not disappoint.
Yeah, cool. I'm sure.
High hopes.
Yeah.
High hopes.
So, how many times have you been in Finland so far? Is it? I've seen it once with Devin Townsend.
Yeah, I want to say at least 3 or 4 times. Again, memory's not the best. It all sort of blends together after a few years.
I understand.
Like,
yeah.
I want to say at least three times, but probably 4. 3 or 4 times. Yeah. And hopefully a lot more.
Yeah, sure.
In the future.
Yeah. So you were with Devin Townsend and then the previous Tavastialla gig and the Seinäjoki and.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, it was out there in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's out in the middle of nowhere or that venue's out in the middle of nowhere. I just remember it was snowy and cold.
Oh, really?
And just distant from everything.
Yeah.
But it was great. They were really nice there. They took really good care of everyone. The venue was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
In Seinäjoki, yeah. And,
Yeah.
And we had a great time. Like, I was kind of not expecting very much.
Yeah.
Because when you go further out, it's like, you take what you can get,
Yeah.
But that was actually a really good show. I'd love to go back there.
So about touring, do you like the tour? Or is it like you have to do it because you're
No, there's aspects of touring that I like, and then there's aspects that I don't like about touring.
Yeah,
You tour as well, right?
Yeah, I do. I've been in
I think
China.
you understand.
Yeah, I know. The playing part is
The playing part is the good part.
Yeah.
Everything else is like the okay to terrible part,
Yeah.
Depending on what part it is.
Yeah.
But, touring is not for everyone.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not for everyone, and ultimately you just have to feel like at the end of it that you're getting something positive out of it. If not, you probably shouldn't be touring.
Yeah, exactly. And some guys, they basically, I think they love touring. They love the whole tour bus thing and whole the lifestyle. But it's for those.
Yeah, I mean it's a sort of sliding scale. But for example, our bassist Nolly just got tired of touring, so he doesn't tour with us. We have him on tracks now.
Oh.
But but yeah, it just became too much for him. And when he was telling us about it, it's not something that we can argue with. It's like, hey man, I get it. I totally get it. He wanted stability and a family life and to be able to focus on certain things that touring made very difficult. And it's like, all right, I understand that.
Yeah, I respect
100%. I understand it. But yeah, if you can hack it, then and if it's worth it, then tour is awesome in its own way. It's easy to get burnt out on it, so we try not to do it too much.
Yeah.
Or not to go too crazy with it. Rather.
Yeah, exactly.
But we try to be a bit more strategic with it, so that when we go out, it counts. But I think that it's that balance that's very important.
Yeah, you need to do the show and be at your best. If
you don't want to be doing super long tours and then at the end you're just going through the motions and you're just over it.
Yeah, cool.
That's a bad situation to be in. So as long as you keep it balanced, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. So what is your routine on a normal touring day? Do you practice guitar or?
There's always a little bit of warming up, but usually right before the show.
Okay.
Routine otherwise. I'd say we're pretty fortunate at the level that we're at now. We have a lot of stuff taken care of for us.
Yeah,
so our crew's amazing.
Yeah.
So really my only responsibilities are just showing up for sound check.
Nice.
And, that's mainly just to get the sense of the stage and, get a sense of everything, make sure everything's working correct.
Yeah.
As well as, our front of house guy needs to dial everything in. But it's pretty much that, and then just find some food and then play a show. So but you know, with European tours, a lot of that is also just dealing with jet lag, which is something I'm doing right now. So
I can understand.
I'm not 100% there.
It's okay.
But that's so maybe sleeping at weird hours is part of it too.
Yeah. So do you like to practice at tours, or basically do you
you know,
try
I don't
to stay away
practice
from...
much anymore, to be honest.
Okay.
I've kind of gotten over the fact that I'm not going to be an amazing guitarist. You know, it's like when you're starting out, you know, you're like, oh, I'm going to be the best guitarist in the world, and then like I quickly realized that wasn't going to happen, and sort of as I've gotten better, I realized that is sort of a crazy thing to say. It maybe is a very pure feeling, and it's a good motivator. But I realized that, like, that's not going to be my thing. You know, I'm not a technical or technician or anything like that. Yeah. But I like focusing on writing. So I like sitting with a guitar and just playing around. Yeah. I don't have like a practice regimen, and every time I've tried to force it, it just hasn't. It's sort of made the guitar not fun. I'm not discouraging people. If it's making you get better and if it's what you want to do, then go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
But for me personally, I've always focused more on the abstract. Yeah. So writing and sort of just getting ideas together. That's the stuff that's more exciting to me.
Yeah. Music is what matters.
Right. And it's what you make of it, and that's what I make of it. So when I'm sitting with a guitar, if it's before a show, it's just trying to get my fingers warm and moving anyway. Yeah. But beyond that, it's like, you know, just playing around and seeing what happens.
Yeah. So you have found the peace in your mind, not to have to compete with yourself or with the others.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, there's frustration there too, because I'm not happy with how I sound on guitar. I don't think I ever will be, though. I think I've that realization of like, I'll never be happy. Yeah. But I keep trying, you know. Yeah,
but that is basically part of the, accepting that we will never be basically ready guitarists, you know. Yeah. Or complete or whatever.
No, and I think that you need that. A good guitarist, or all the musicians I know who I respect, to have that sort of mentality, because it's what pushes them to keep trying. Yeah, I think if you didn't have that, you'd be like, all right, well, I'm done. That's guitar covered. What's the next thing? You know?
Exactly.
So I think, you need a little bit of that sickness in your head that just keeps you down and being like, okay, I got to try harder. Yeah. Or you find some new guitarist that just blows your mind. You're like, wow, I need to step it up, you know?
Yeah, exactly, So I always think that I need to be worthy for the guitar, basically, you know. Yeah. If I'm having a nice guitar as you are, so I need to practice for the guitar.
I'm not worthy of this guitar.
Yeah, me neither.
Maybe in a few years, maybe. Knock on wood.
Yeah.